So many times when we are verbally telling a story, we don't realize that our own body is doing the same. Our facial expressions, hand gestures, posture, and mannerisms in general are exuding a language that is either complementary or contradicting to your verbal communication. It is necessary to be knowledgeable of what your nonverbal communication is projecting to people just as much as verbal, particularly when you are communicating between different cultures. Your intention may be innocent, however, your gesture may be offensive. Yasu, hello. We will be exploring the different types of verbal and nonverbal communication across the Greek culture. Greeks are a particularly proud culture and are very passionate about their own and their national ethnic pride. Their festive traditions, value of religion, vibrant music, history, food, and wines are a major attribute of the Greek culture and constitute as the base of those who wish to visit the country.
First impressions are important, as they only happen once. Greeks are warm and hospitable. When meeting someone for the first time, you should shake hands firmly, smile, and maintain eye contact. Good friends often embrace, and they may also kiss each other on the cheek. Interpersonal relationships are important when doing business. Greeks will not engage in business-oriented conversation during the first meeting because they want to get to know the person first. Also, keep in mind discussing personal relationships during this time should be avoided.
Business situations may seem heated and look like people are arguing. However, this is normal due to the passionate and expressive nature of this culture. It is when it is quiet that you should be worried.
If a Greek business partner invites you out as a guest for lunch, do not try to split the bill as they will refuse your money. This would embarrass the person and would be a really fast way to ruin a relationship.
Greece is a high context culture, meaning their interactions need no explanation due to their common history and their ability to just know what is being conveyed to them. Due to this intuition, Greeks often interrupt you as they quite quickly find out what it is you are trying to say. Although this can seem rude, it is just a common aspect of the Greek way of communication.
It is important to remember to maintain eye contact. If you let your eyes drift away, the other person will consider you disinterested and very rude. Touching and standing or sitting close to each other is common. Although you may feel that your personal bubble is being invaded, this is simply the way the Greek culture communicates interest.
Greeks like to express themselves and talk out loud amongst each other. The use of many gestures and facial expressions can sometimes create misunderstanding, but they are simply just conversing with someone without the westernized discretion.
When Greeks say no, they tip their head back, which can sometimes be interpreted as a nod. This is expressed with a slow down movement of the head to one side, with the person slightly closing their eyes as their head is lowered. In Greek, nay means yes.
This gesture is indicated by the waving of the hand with the fingers and the palm facing downward. This may be confusing for anyone who is not familiar with Greek gestures, as it can look like a wave goodbye or someone telling you to move back a few steps.
This gesture is done by touching or patting the lower lip with the index finger and can be easily misunderstood as it looks as if you're being told to be quiet. The gesture can be performed immediately after the come here gesture to simply say, come here, I want to tell you something.
The yes gesture is followed by putting the right hand to the heart. This gesture can be followed by a verbal statement.
When visiting Greece, be careful. Using the thumbs up is an obscene sexual gesture in some parts of the country.
Finally, when waving goodbye to someone, ensure you do not wave with your palm showing and index finger extended, as it is a serious nonverbal insult to a Greek. Holding up both your hands one behind the other with fingers extended is an even more serious insult.
By being aware of these aspects of Greek verbal and nonverbal communication, you can embrace the Greek culture. Opa!